I don't know why this won't come in anymore. Ooh, this is a nice screen. They changed it. They made the live screen bigger. I like this. Mm-hmm. Hi. It's 15. 15, wow. Hi, Jordan. Hello. Hi. I changed it so that only my subscribers can comment too. That's 10. Hi, Aquarius. Hey, girly. We're going to talk about crystals. Hey. Oh, thank you. I try, y'all, because it's been a wild. Last 2 weeks have been really crazy energetically, y'all. So I put myself together today, but child, I was looking crazy earlier this week. So I went and did my hair. I know. I miss you guys too. That's why I came live. I was like, I need to come live because this is just getting out of control now. The energy and the vibes is just getting too crazy. I was like, they probably need to talk to me at this point. I'm like, they need to talk to me. I know it. I know it, baby, because I feel it. I know what my collective needs. I'm intuitively connected with the collective. So I know when y'all are in need. Hey, howdy. Yeah, you've been waiting to get some crystals? Okay, I got so many for you guys. And we're going to go over like exactly what they do. Because right now, you guys, with this energy, this Aquarius energy, you need to be wearing your crystals for all things, for protection, to shield your energy from like negative energies that you may be around. And it really works, you guys, because I've been doing experiments with like different bracelets that I wear every day. And y'all, it's real. It's so real. But one thing that I do notice is what when I don't wear them, I'm okay as well. So that's like just means my real energy is strong enough to like protect me. But it's enhanced when I wear certain crystals. And then some crystals, they don't really do much for me. And I realize it's because my energy, and I've already explained this to you guys before, but it's because my energy is already an energetic match to that frequency. So that's why they don't do much for me. Like the ocean jasper here. I feel like this is my energy signature right here. Ocean jasper. It's really pretty. See if you guys can see like the different colors. Really, they look like planets to me, but these are from Madagascar, and you can only get them ocean jasper from Africa. And this frequency is like water energy, y'all. So if you need like water energy, you gotta mess with ocean jasper because it'll really like calm your spirit. It makes you really, really calm, like go with the flow type of energy. But I already have a lot of that energy, so I don't need any more of it. The crystal that I use that gets me turned is and this is for my like water sign babies out there that need energy. You need fire quartz. This is fire quartz. And baby, when I tell you this gives me energy, because you guys know I be needing energy, child. Like I'm like water being, you know. So instead of like drinking caffeine or drinking coffee, I wear my fire quartz, but I'll wear like a bunch of them at the same time. Like when I really want to get going, I'll put on like maybe 3 of them at a time. And baby, I put these on, I be on go mode, okay? And then it also gives you courage to stand up for yourself. Fire quartz is like if you're somebody that's kind of like meek and you're like mild natured and you know you're a little bit shy, reserved, you need fire quartz because this will have you standing up for yourself. It gives you that Leo, Aries, Sagittarius energy, you know, where you just need to be outgoing. Or even if you're going to like a public speaking engagement or something like that, you need fire quartz. It's a really good combo, especially with dragon's blood. So this is like my all-time favorite is dragon's blood, you guys. And it's really dragon's blood. It's for real deal dragon's blood, okay? You put this on with the fire quartz, baby, it's giving fire breathing dragon, okay? Like these two together don't play. And then I also have obsidian. So obsidian comes from like volcanoes. It literally comes from volcanoes. It's like volcanic rock, dried volcanic rock. And this is really good. This is like a Scorpio energy. So like if you need Scorpio energy, it's like that energy of lava. You know what I mean? It's very protective also. Like obsidian is extremely protective. It literally puts a shield up around you to where people cannot breach your boundary. Like they cannot breach your circumference. Like they literally can't. Like they'll be pushed back. So yeah, obsidian is a must protection stone. Also black onyx as well. And they look very similar to each other. Like the this is black obsidian. And as you can see, it's just very absorbent, plutonic, even Saturnian type of energy. And it's very similar to black onyx. I wear black onyx too for the protection. But one thing that I noticed about black onyx is because some of these crystals, like the protection ones, they can bring out negative energies in other people also. So like you're able to see them for who they truly are. But then sometimes it can get a little scary because it's like sometimes it can bring out people's dark side. Not the black obsidian, but the black onyx and the labradorite too. This is my labradorite. The labradorite is like a reflector of like energies. This one has blue flash. And this one, like, you got to be careful with wearing. I don't wear this one out in public. I don't wear labradorite out in public because of how reflective it is. It's very spiritually reflective. So it tends to bring out all types of things, energies in other people. So yeah, you got to be careful with the labradorite. But they say that labradorite is like a Aquarius type of energy. It's like Aquarian, which it very much is. You see like a little bit of the blue flash, and then some of them have gold flash and green flash, and they all like do different things. Yeah, I know the fire quartz. And the thing is, Bridget, the fire quartz are pretty rare. Like these are rare. Like I don't sell these because they're my favorite and I wear all of them, you guys. I wear all of them. So yeah, these are my babies right here. The fire quartz is it, okay, for the confidence booster. So fire quartz. Yes, that's what the crystals are for. They replenish the energy that you're lacking. So this goes back to astrology, right? So in your chart, like when you look up your natal chart, usually it'll give you a graph and let you know what energetic makeup you are. So how much fire you have, like the percentage of fire you are, earth, water, air energy. And depending on what your high percentages is, you want to get the crystals that's the opposite of that. Okay, so because it's going to balance out your energy. It's like a remedy. You know, in East Indian culture, they have things called remedies where you can remedy your energy depending on if you're more hot or if you're more cool. And I think being hot, I think it's called Vata, Vatta, I believe that it is. And then I forgot what the other names for it was, but they have like hot and cool, because some people are more hot spirited and some people are more cool spirited. Okay. And so there's like free tests that you can take online, you guys, to figure out what your energetic makeup is. For the East Indian, like, oh, what is it? I'm trying to remember what site it is, because they have like a test that you could take. And then they tell you like what foods that you should eat. Because if you're like a more hot natured, like fire type of being, you're supposed to be eating cool foods. You're not supposed to be eating hot foods. You're supposed to be eating like cucumbers, things that's going to cool down your spirit, because we're all supposed to be at a place of balance. Okay. But if you are a cool natured person, then you are supposed to be eating hot foods. Like you're supposed to be adding peppers into your diet and stuff like that, so you can get that energetic balance. But crystals do the same thing. It's just, you know, because these are from the earth. These are nature. You know what I mean? So this comes from nature. It's not anything out of the ordinary. And they've been around for thousands, maybe even millions of years, you guys. Like these are as old as the earth. And so they're frequencies, they're different frequencies. And so when you wear them on your body, since we are natural elements of the earth as well, when we put them on our body energetically, it can be a match, or it can be, it can clash with your energy field. And you kind of figure that out by experimenting with wearing different crystals, because that's how I figured it out, is by experimenting with wearing different crystals. And I'm like, okay, no, that's not my energy. I don't need to wear that, you know? And so that's helped me kind of figure out more of who I am. For my Leos out there, or people that need Leo energy, you need to get citrine. This is the stone of Leo. Okay. These, you can kind of tell it's like a golden yellow color. Okay. And yes, they do say that citrine is for money. And yes, it does bring you money. I can attest to that. It brings you money, but also it's the frequency of the sun. So this is like a solar crystal. So it's very high vibrational. So if you're like in a low vibrating state and you put citrine on, it might irritate you a little bit, because the frequency is so high. And if yours is so low, there's going to be a clash going on there. So you can kind of tell if you are at a high frequency when you put citrine on and it feels good. If it feels good, that means that you're happy. That means that you're vibrating high. But if not, it's kind of like the sun. Like, you know, when the sun is shining and it's hot and you're just irritated because you're like, ugh, like the sun is in my face, and you're just mad because you're not happy, then this stone will get on your nerves, okay? But it's very high vibrational stone, so this immediately uplifts the vibrational frequency around you. And it does bring you wealth. It brings you money. Yes, for sure, without a doubt. So that's citrine. And this one's a very popular stone. Like, you guys already know a lot about citrine. I'm sure you guys have heard a lot about it. But I wanted to come on here and talk about some different crystals, because I know, like, when people sell crystals, they sell the same crystals. Like, it's always tiger's eye, maybe fluorite, citrine, and what else do they usually sell? What's that one called? It's a white one. I forgot the name of it, but there's a white stone that they always sell. But they don't ever talk about any other crystals. And I'm like, there's so many more crystals than just like the basic ones that everybody sells. So I'm like, people need to know about these other ones. Okay, so let's see. Yes, I know. Yes, I'm getting back on my making oils. I do have quite a bit of oils that I've made, but I've been experimenting, you guys. Like I have been experimenting and I'm trying to find what works. But yeah, I have the bottles. I have everything ready to go. So just let me know. Okay, well, with the oils, what do you guys need? Like, what is it that you guys need right now? What do you need help with? What do you need help manifesting? What would you like? What type of oil? Because I can experiment. And I'm going to charge them with the crystals as well before sending them out. Okay, let me check the. Yeah, the dragon's blood, y'all, this is a game changer right here. Like, people do not fuck with me when I have this on. Like, they know better, baby. They know better. This is like real dragon energy right here. And if you really look at it, y'all, it looks like real dragon's blood. And like the green part looks like real dragon. So I'm like, are these petrified dragons? I wouldn't be surprised, child. Anything is possible this day and age. Okay, fire and earth. Okay, so fire. Okay, so let's get into the air element for those of you that need air element. Now, air element, hands down, is going to be. I'm definitely going to recommend rainbow fluorite for you. Okay, these are gorgeous in person, but this is the rainbow fluorite. Now, they do have the green fluorite, and green fluorite is great as well. So this is for people that are struggling mentally. Like if you're having issues coming up with ideas, creative ideas, if your mental is just dragging, you don't have any mental clarity, you can't think straight. These are amazing. These are also what I wear like pretty much every day is the fluorite, but sometimes I have to take them off because this is another high vibrational. This is very high vibrational, y'all. This and the citrine, high vibrational, y'all. Like it's going to send your frequency through the roof. Okay. These two together will send you off. Okay. These are my two as high vibrating stones. Nothing vibrates higher than citrine. And specifically the rainbow fluorite, because this is rainbow. So it has the green, purple, clear, and then they just have like green fluorite, which I really like green fluorite as well. They say green fluorite is good for money, like manifesting money or giving you the ideas on manifesting money. So that's also good as well. So yeah, for the air element, those of you that are struggling with the air energy, you need to get with fluorite. You need to get with fluorite immediately. Okay. Even if you just buy a stone, you know what I mean? Put it in your pocket, keep it on you. Okay. And you're going to notice the difference. Oh, you sleep with your dragon's blood? Girl, what type of dreams you be having? Yes, Native American tribes. Yeah, I have an arrowhead. This is a real arrowhead, y'all, a big one. Child, I got everything, y'all. I got a full crystal shop over here. This is jade, imperial, or no, this is the dragon jade. This is dragon jade. Very powerful as well. It kind of looks like a yoni wand, but I promise I don't use it for that. I don't use it for that, but yeah, or it kind of looks like a pickle, but this is very rare, dragon jade. So you guys have heard about jade and like imperial jade and stuff like that. It's also very lucky in China. They pay a lot of money for that, for the jade in China. It's like a stone of royalty. And And so, yeah, so with the fluorite, y'all, when you need to get your mental together, go with the fluorite. You need to get your emotions together, or you just need to tap in with your emotions. Go with the, this is the ocean jasper. This is the big one. This one I think is 15 mm. Yeah, 15 mm, this one. This is chunky, you know what I mean? But like I said, I don't do ocean jasper that much because it just is too much the same as my own energy. So I don't really feel much, but somebody that has like a lot of fire energy, they're probably gonna feel the ocean jasper. Like my daughter, she has a lot of fire energy and she always likes the exact opposite crystals that I like. So yeah, that just goes to show you. Oh, okay. So is it Sagittarius that has citrine birthstone, or Scorpio and Sagittarius? Which birthday is citrine? Ooh, you purchased one wrapped in copper. Yeah, that's another thing, y'all. Have your copper. Get your copper bracelets, your copper cuffs on, y'all, because it's a conductor of energy. So when you wear them together like this, it's very good because this conductor of energy, and copper is an element of Venus, right? So if you want to tap into your Venusian energy, get your copper, wear it with it. It's going to increase your magneticism tenfold. Okay, so wear that with your crystals because, and the reason why I'm telling you guys about crystals is because of this age of Aquarius. Aquarius actually rules crystals, okay, because what it is it's frequencies. And we are in a frequency game now, you guys. We're no longer in this earthly stuff. We are now in the frequencies, okay, which is Aquarius. And so crystals are different frequencies. They're like frozen frequencies. Okay, so, and they conduct energy for you. So that's what I'm telling you guys about that. Now, let's get into calm. So for those of you guys that have anxiety really bad, if you have anxiety, raise your hand, okay? Anxiety, you need lepidolite. Now look at how pretty this is, y'all. Look at that. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Now, this is a stone of the crown chakra right here, you guys. So if you need to tap into your crown chakra, you see I'm wearing purple today. Crown chakra activations, heavy, heavy crown chakra activations. Also, these have literally lithium. These have lithium in them. And they use lithium in pharmaceuticals in order to calm people down or people that have anxiety disorders. So when you wear this, it calms your nerves, okay? It calms you down and it taps you into your crown chakra. So you get a lot of downloads with lepidolite, like a lot of downloads, a lot of information. It really helps you tap in spiritually. This is also a good stone to sleep with. Because you don't want to sleep with every stone, because when we go to sleep at night, our consciousness is open, okay? And you're going into your subconscious. That's what happens when you go to sleep. So when you go to sleep, you're going into your subconscious realm, okay? Which means that you're open to a lot of influence. So depending upon what stone that you're wearing when you go to sleep, it can like really open you up to that energy. Like I wouldn't sleep with fire quartz. Like, no, baby, it's going to be going down in the spirit realm. Like you might get attacked. Okay. You wearing that fire quartz, it's just going to stir up a lot of unwanted things. But anyways, but lepidolite is very good for sleep as well. So this is a great stone for people that have anxiety. If you have anxiety, lepidolite is your stone. Okay. Obviously you guys know about rose quartz. Oh yeah, that's another one that's really popular. Rose quartz, can't really see it that well. It's not showing up how pink it is, but because of the light, but it's very pink, and this is like a bangle. I also have lavender rose quartz. This is like lavender, so it's a purplish pinkish color. I like lavender rose quartz more than traditional rose quartz. It's a different frequency, a different vibe. Lavender rose quartz has more of a calming effect. But either way, rose quartz is going to put you in the love frequency. It's going to put you in the love frequency. People are going to be more attracted to you. I did an experiment. When I was wearing the rose quartz, child, the men was coming to the yard. Like they were just showing up out of nowhere. That's why I was just like, what type of magical dimensional stuff is this? Because honestly, I was going to the same place. Like this is somewhere I go to all the time. And when I was wearing my rose quartz, all of a sudden I'm like running into all these men that I'm attracted to. And I'm like, what? I ain't never seen these men before, ever. Then I remembered that I was wearing my rose quartz and I was like, oh, that's why. So yeah, y'all, the rose quartz definitely does. It brings the boys and the girls to the yard. So if you want that, if you're focused on love, which I know a lot of you are, then obviously get you some rose quartz, obviously. And then you can pair it, right? So you want to attract love, right? But you don't want to attract the dust, right? You don't want to attract the dust. So you can like layer it. So you can even wear like your rose quartz maybe with some black obsidian. So it's going to absorb the lower vibration. So you're not just attracting everything. You don't want to attract everything. You want to attract the quality, right? So I would even put this on maybe even with the citrine. Because the citrine is going to attract like the high vibrational energy and prospects and wealth and money. And then you got the rose quartz for the love. And then you also will have like the protection on so that you don't attract predators, because you don't want to attract predators. So, you know, you just got to learn how to pair it. You get it? Yes, clear quartz. Also, I have a lot of clear quartz. I don't have any clear quartz bracelets though. I know purple is it right now, y'all. I'm feeling the purple. Oh yeah, Leo. Yeah, I thought Leo birthstone was periodot. But I know there's a few different charts out, so it might be different. I know Ocean Jasper is gorgeous. You love citrine, it feels good to you. Okay, so your energy aligns with that then. Okay, Attuned Chaos, the Kambaba Jasper. That's the one I've been wanting to try, because don't they call that one the Crocodile Jasper? Yeah, that I need that because I need to wear it with the dragon's blood, baby. The Kababa Jasper with the dragon's blood. Oh man. And the serpentine. Serpentine is one of my favorite stones. I have a crystal that's serpentine, but I don't have a bracelet. Serpentine is similar to dragon's blood. Yeah. Need that. Need that. So it's tied in with the ancestral, the Kambaba Jasper. It's very pretty too and very exotic. I need to get that. I buy my crystals wholesale. So like I have them in my shop and I get them from overseas. Yeah, so some of them come from Africa. Like these came from Africa. The and Africa has like, okay, Africa has the exotic. Africa is like the exotic mama. She's the exotic mother, okay? Because all the continents are mother. You have Asia, mama, Africa mama, American mama, okay? Just think of it that way. So the African mama, she has all the exotic stones, right? She's an exotic stone mommy. So you get all, and you can tell because like these look like these came from Africa. Like it's given Africa. And then Asia, now they got a lot going on in Asia too. Like Asia, I got the citrine from Asia. I got the fluorite from Asia. Yeah, they be having like the money stones. Asia, yeah. Asia be with the money stones, baby. When I tell you she don't play when it comes to getting her coin, she has the money. She's the money stone like queen. You know what I'm saying? And then America, what did I get from America? America honestly has like a little bit of everything. Now we're big for what's that purple stone that's so popular? I don't know why I can't think right now. Baby, I need to put this. Look, I'm talking about I can't think. Let me put on this fluorite, baby. Amethyst. There it go. See? Help me out. Amethyst. We're really big with amethyst. Like the biggest amethyst deposits are actually in South America and Brazil. Also, Brazil is one of the biggest and only producers of the Super 7 crystal, you guys. And Super 7 crystal, I'm going to be getting some of those in. I'm getting some of the Super 7 in soon. And the Super 7 going to get you right because it's a very spiritual stone. The Super 7 goes crazy. That's only found in Brazil. So yeah, we got our little exotic stuff too. We have like a lot of the purple stones. I noticed a lot of purple stones. So like America's crystals are tied in with the crown chakra. We also have lepidolite over here in America, another purple stone. America has one of the biggest serpentine deposits in the world. Yeah, serpentine. Even in Washington State, they have like a big mountain that has like a bunch of serpentine. So different parts of the earth have different frequencies. You know, that's just what it's letting you know. Okay, so we talked about the labradorite, but yeah, you guys, the labradorite, this is a very serious stone right here. This stone don't freaking play. It's a stone of transformation, y'all. So when you put this on, beware, okay? Beware to transform. You're gonna transform, okay? But it can be good or bad. Whatever needs to go from your life or whatever you need to see, because it's also like a third eye crystal. It's third eye coded. So you're going to see what it is that you need to see about people, situations, whatever, and it's going to cause a transformation. So sometimes labradorite can bring up a lot of purging energies. And so that's why I tell, you know, my clients, be careful with the labradorite because it's going to bring up like what it is that you need to see because it's a reflector stone. And some people say that it's connected with the, what do they call it? The Ouroboros. Yeah, the Ouroboros. They say it's connected with that. So yeah, this is like, that's serious business right there. Very serious business that labradorite don't play. And also with labradorite doesn't like everybody's energy either. Like everybody can't wear labradorite. It'll dispel you if you are not a match for its energy. I do have these right now on my site, and these are 11 mm. So they're pretty big. I only do 10 mm or more. I don't do small crystal bracelets. I only do big ones. And then moonstone, you guys. This is another one of my favorites. This is peach moonstone. Yes, for the nurturance. So if you're lacking in Cancerian energy, you don't have any Cancerian energy, you have mommy issues. If you have mommy issues, you didn't receive enough nurturance as a child, you felt abandoned, things like that, then you need to work with peach moonstone. But this is a very, you see it's like light orange. This is a very light frequency though, like very light. So I would say, like, if you are more in a heavy vibration, then this will be good for you, because this one doesn't make a huge splash. Like, you're not really going to feel it like you're going to feel fluorite or fire quartz. You're just not. It's very subtle. Okay. Dream work and sleeping with this is also very good. It can bring up things from the subconscious, but gently bring up things from the subconscious, not harshly, gently show you what needs to, be healed and such. And then this one is also, this one's peach. Moonstone is usually white, and sometimes it's white and black. And so since this one is peach, it aligns with the sacral chakra. So also like mommy issues, even daddy issues too. Mommy and daddy issues that affect the sacral chakra. That's why you need that. That is good for that. I know Tucson has the biggest gym show. Yes. Okay, can I explain how to wake your crystals up? Well, the best way is by wearing them, right? But what I do first, they talk a lot about cleansing crystals. So I have cleansing plates of selenite. So I have a white selenite moon slab, and I put my crystals on there, cleanse my crystals, charge my crystals on there. I'll leave it on there overnight, and that's going to cleanse the energy and also charge the energy as well. So you could just put it on there as it's like a little charge-in block, like technology, because this is the real technology, okay, you guys? This is the real tech, okay? So it's just like a charge-in block, like when you charge your iPhone. You put that on your selenite slab, and you just place it on there, leave it on there overnight, and then you take it off. How to wake them up. Now, this is the thing. I will say this. Crystals do have some type of connection with the moon and the moon cycles. And I say that because I notice that I can feel my crystals at different phases of the moon. So like during some phases of the moon, like I'm not able to feel my crystals as much, but then other phases of the moon, like I'm able to feel it. Also, it depends on the transits as well. So this is how you know crystals are cosmic, because like during certain transits, I could feel it more. Like with this Jupiter and Cancer transit coming up, we're going to be able to feel crystals more with Jupiter and Cancer, because Cancer is the feeling energy. Like right now with Jupiter and Gemini, like I'm not going to lie, I don't feel my crystals as deeply as I do when the energy is in water and earth. So when the planets are in like water and earth, I can feel my crystals more. When the planets are in fire, like I don't know, for some reason, the fire frequency makes it harder. But just think about it. These are of the earth, right? These are literally, this is the earth, right? So it's like, I feel like that's why you can feel it more like in earth energy, because the vibration's more attuned to the earth, obviously, right? Oh, you used to bury yours outside and ground them for 3 days. Put in a glass jar of water. Ooh, and then put it in the sun. Yeah, and you can charge them in the sun too. Charge your crystals in the sun. That also can activate it. I know, but that Gemini new moon was something serious. That was an activation, y'all. That Gemini new moon was an activation. It did get everybody back talking again too, because I was kind of mute for a while. I ain't gonna lie, I was mute. And I was just talking up a storm around that new moon, and I had reconnected with people that I hadn't talked to in like a long time too. They just was calling me or hitting me up out the blue. So, because at that new moon, you guys, it was obviously the sun conjunct the moon, but then also Mercury was in Gemini as well, conjuncting that new moon. So it definitely opened the lines of communication and even like spiritual communication as well. And Jupiter's in Gemini, y'all. So this was the only new moon that we had or we're going to have while Jupiter was in Gemini, and Mercury. So this can also be sparking like travel energy. But one thing I noticed about Jupiter and Gemini, right, is that, okay, what I noticed is that Gemini is like increments. So Gemini is like, it'll let you go a little bit far and then you got to stop. Then go a little bit far, then you got to stop. It's like you're making a little bit of progress, because when you think about it, like Sagittarius is long distance travel, right? But that also means for your manifestations as well, long distance travel. It means that you're able to go far with what it is that you're creating. So with Jupiter being in Gemini, it's like, you get a little bit of leeway, then you're stopped. You get to go a little bit further and you're stopped again. It's like you don't get that long shoot, that long haul. You know, when you're on the baseball field and you hit that ball out of the park, that's Sagittarius. It's like out of here. It's going far. Gemini is like, you know how when they'll hit the ball and it'll like bounce and it'll just go a little bit far and then they got to run and come get the baseball or whatever, and then they run to first base. That's Jupiter and Gemini. Like, it's just like there's no long haul flights going on. Okay. So we're not making as much progress as we need to make. That's basically what I'm trying to say. We're not making as much progress as we need to make right now. Okay. But all that's going to come to an end because we're getting ready to go into Jupiter and Cancer. Okay. So Jupiter is about to come back online. Hallelujah. Jupiter is coming back online, y'all. I can't wait because, whoo, child, let me tell you. Whoo, it's been crazy. It's just so much information floating around. Yeah. Yeah, a little here, a little there. Exactly. It did have a retrograde feel. But we ain't done with Gemini yet because Uranus is going into Gemini in July, y'all. So we ain't done. Gemini's like, hold up, B. You think you getting rid of me? Y'all gonna have 7 years of my bullshit come July. 7 years of my bullshit. But see, with Uranus, it's going to hit different, though, with Uranus. It's actually going to be good with Uranus there because Uranus and Gemini go together real bad, real bad. There's going to be some new inventions. There's going to be a lot of new stuff coming out, y'all. So that's cool. I ain't mad at Uranus and Gemini. Yeah, Uranus is going to turn it up to the max because Uranus been in jail. Uranus been in jail. Jupiter been in jail. Like Jupiter been in jail with Gemini. Uranus been in jail with Taurus. Oh my goodness. You want to talk about being in jail? Uranus and Taurus. Uranus can't do nothing in Taurus. It can't even move. That's crazy work because Uranus is our ability to liberate ourselves, y'all. So if you've been wondering why you've been feeling like you in a prison, like it's because Uranus, the liberator, is in Taurus, a fixed earth sign. Like it has not been able to liberate us the way that we need to be liberated. So change is coming, y'all. Just we're pretty much there. Change is coming, y'all. So don't worry. I know what the next social media platform is going to be. Exactly. What is it going to be? It's probably going to be several. But what y'all think about TikTok? You think TikTok is going to stay on top or you think it's going away? What do y'all think about TikTok now? You think it's a good thing or you guys not feeling it no more? Because they was trying to say that it was being taken over by Meta or something like that. Uranus gonna turn it up. Okay, let me see what I missed. Yes, Eric, serpentine is in right now, and I gotta get my hands on that on some serpentine bracelets immediately. But they're kind of hard to find. They're rare, y'all, because the serpentine, that's that real deal serpent energy. Right. The dragon's blood was in last year because of the year of the dragon. So that's when I was wearing mine the most. But we are in the year of the snake right now, y'all. And I know you guys are feeling this year of the snake. The transformation energy is out of this world. It's like everybody is a Scorpio right now, having to go within and seek within and transform from the inside out. And everybody's under a lot of pressure right now. And that's what the serpent is about. It's about being under a lot of pressure because the serpent moves on the ground, right? So moves on the ground and even beneath the ground in some instances. So, it's pressure right now. It's pressure. Jordan, no one wants the dusties. For real though. Oh, your birthday's August 19th. Big Leo energy. 7 of clubs. Diddy, I know, y'all. The Diddy trials. It's definitely partially a distraction for sure. But then I also feel like it's kind of like a minstrel show for like something else that's going on. It's like some type of something. I don't know. I just look at it as all like acting. It's like drama club, basically, but on the world stage. Because they ain't gonna talk about the real shit. Like they talking about this trial and they're talking about DV, but like they ain't talking about the real stuff that's really going on. So I'm like, why y'all wasting people's time and money? And then did you guys hear about, I guess Trump pardoned Larry Hoover from federal prison yesterday, I think it was. Larry Hoover, he was a gang leader of the GDs in Chicago. And he had like 200-year life sentence or something like that, y'all, like something crazy. And so Trump pardoned him out of jail. Because what's this going on with the out of jail stuff too, y'all? Like I think it's all symbolic. It's like when we start seeing people get out of jail, that's symbolic, right? Because we always talk about how we're on a prison. Exactly. So when you start seeing people getting freed from jail, it's a symbol. You better be meeting your soulmate. Okay. What's up with all of you August 19th birthdays? Yes, Aquarius, the oppressed being released. Exactly. So that's why I said, y'all, this stuff that's going on the world stage, like, don't take it at face value. Look at the symbolism behind what's going on, not actually what's going on, but the symbolism behind it. Because we're also in the Jubilee year also, you guys. Go read on the Jubilee year. We are in a Jubilee year. And in the Jubilee year, people are supposed to receive back their property. They're supposed to receive back their estates, and all that stuff is supposed to come back to them during the Jubilee year. Exactly, Aquarius. Exactly. And how ironic, your name is Aquarius. In the age of Aquarius, and the sign of freedom, Aquarius is the sign of freedom, liberation. Okay, Leo's in the damn building. Leo's, what y'all gonna make? Y'all about to get something popping? What's going on? What's going on in August this year? Something going on? Because Uranus is gonna be in Gemini. It's gonna be, y'all gonna be making it do what it do. What's good? Now, where is Dr. York at? Is he in New York? Pun intended. And let me tell you guys something with the York stuff. See, that deals with the royalty in Europe. The York, the House of York, that all deals with royalty. Because, see, all this stuff has to deal with royalty and the royal houses in Europe. That's another thing, okay? Because those were that was all of our stuff as well. Okay, they tried to separate it. Like, oh, this is the royalty over here, and then you guys are over here in America. Like, no, baby. The royalty and like the royal houses and all of that stuff over there, that also has to deal with us in America. I know Jupiter and Leo is going to be so lit. I feel like that's when the party's really about to go down. When Jupiter goes into Leo, the partying is really about to be turned to the max. So something has to happen before that to prepare for that Jupiter and Leo transit. Also, y'all got to remember that whenever it's bad and extra ghetto down in the earth, down in the earthly realm, the spiritual is popping. True that. So we have so much opportunity when it gets bad, but you got to be tapped. True. True. Well, we already know the ancestors is turned because you guys know all that stuff was going on with Annabelle and Annabelle freeing the slaves, quote unquote, in the South, and then freeing the inmates. 11 inmates, y'all. Now, come on. You got to put two and two together. Freed 11 inmates from a jail in New Orleans. Now we know what's going on in New Orleans, y'all. Is that not the nucleus for the American royal court? Is in Louisiana. So that also is symbolic as well. You get it? So, and then they was talking about Annabelle was missing. They were talking about they don't know where she's at. Last time I heard, she went to Texas. And that's also symbolic because there's a lot of stuff going on in Texas as well. A lot of spiritual roots in Texas. So Annabelle going there, and she's been going around the prisons. What's all this prison talk? Okay, why are we always talking about what is all this prison stuff? Oh yeah, didn't Marie Laveau? Yeah, didn't her house, something happen with her house? Yeah, Texas. And then they're talking about this is the beginning of hurricane season, and they've been talking about it's gonna get real crazy with hurricane season this year. I hope not though, because last year it was a lot. So I'm praying not. I'm gonna be honest with you though. It hasn't been like the weather patterns are definitely changing because where I'm at, usually it'd be scorching hot by like April. Like the beginning of April would be scorching hot, but it wasn't this year. Like it's just now starting to get hot, and that's later than usual. That's later than usual. So I don't really know what's gonna be going on with the weather patterns, but you know, hurricanes and things like that, that's the ancestors as well. Hurricanes are from the ancestors. It's how they cleanse the land or how they purify the land. So yeah. I know, and dark energy too, goddess essence, in the prisons and hospitals. Same thing. And you guys know that's ruled over by the 12th house. And the 12th house is water. So speaking to hurricanes. Because I was telling somebody the other day, I was like, I experienced Saturn and Pisces as being very restricted. But that's why the 12th house and Pisces rules prisons and mental wards and mental hospitals. So that's just all like symbolic, because I feel like it's talking about like mental and spiritual prison, not like physical, but like spiritual prison. Your spirit is in prison type shit. Is she still in New Orleans? Because I thought she left New Orleans and went to Texas. And then now, like, we're not hearing about her no more. Like, what? Let's see. Okay, they're saying like she's not missing, but they haven't showed her. Y'all need to show Annabelle. Where's she at? Because you guys had her all up on TikTok. Now all of a sudden, ain't nobody showing no pictures of Annabelle. So what y'all did with Annabelle? You guys are saying, and look, they're saying handlers are saying it's not true. Annabelle is not missing. Okay, if she's not missing, then show her. Where's she at? And she needs to finish her tour. So, yeah, baby, she got a whole tour. She got to come to the West Coast and she got to go to the East Coast. We need her everywhere in the building. Yeah, it's not hot like it usually is. What's going on? Oh, she's headed to Kentucky. Stop, Carl. Are you serious? Not Kentucky, because there's a lot in Kentucky too. Don't get it to all these cities got a lot of history. All this stuff, let me tell you. And she's heading to, they're like, she needs to go to DC. Oh, they're saying she's back in Connecticut. What? Oh, she was scheduled to visit Kentucky, but they're saying that she is back in the occult museum in Connecticut. But why would they just take her back? Oh no, okay, it's saying yeah, she's supposed to go to Louisville, Kentucky. We'll see. We'll see if something else pops off. No, you guys, I was cracking up at the picture. Girl, when they said she is on tour, baby, please. I know Arizona. Okay, so they're talking about now Arizona is on the docket because they're saying that they've been talking about the Grand Canyon again and how you can get to Africa from the Grand Canyon and how like everything is way closer than what we think. Like the land masses are closer together than what we think. So we were talking about Las Vegas and they were talking about Egypt. And then they keep talking about Arizona also. Arizona. And there's this guy on TikTok that said that like he's been getting messages that we're all supposed to meet at the Grand Canyon at some point. Yeah, they brought up him to Attune Chaos. But he was saying that like we're all supposed to meet there and like something's supposed to go down. Now, I haven't been to the Grand Canyon yet, but I need to go. Like, I really need to go because there's like a lot of temples out there, and I want to go and see. I want to see what it do because there's just a lot of portals and all of that in Arizona. A lot. I've seen them for myself with my own two eyes, like spiral portals, literally. And so, yeah, it's no joke. Yeah, the maps, exactly. Like the maps have been changed. And I've been seeing so many old maps and stuff like that where it's completely changed around. Everything was way closer together. And yes, there's water, but like not as much water, not as wide as like they're making it seem. It's port exactly. That's basically what they've been saying. Support their portals to other places. So y'all, it's getting deep. It's getting deep, y'all. It's getting real deep. We gonna have to go find out what them portals about, baby. Let's get it. Age of Aquarius. Gotta be in a group, though. You gotta be in a group. Can't do it by yourself. So yeah, but have you been to the Grand Canyon yet, Aquarius? Because it's like 5 hour drive from Phoenix. Arizona's big. It's spread out. Yeah, I'm gonna monitor it, Eric. You know I'm gonna stay on top of it. Period. I'm in the know right now. Oh yeah, the Tory Megan thing. Okay, he's another one that's supposed to be getting out of jail. So everybody's being released from jail. This is a good thing. This is a good thing. This is a good thing. Okay. So now we got to keep on pushing forward. You guys, we got to keep on pushing forward. Jupiter's going into Cancer. We're getting closer. It's getting closer. We're getting nearer to the core. Okay. So yeah, that's another thing that's going on. And then if Diddy gets out, that's another one right there. If Diddy ends up walking, which some people are saying it has a high probability of happening at this point. Young Thug, he got a chance to walk. So I don't know, y'all. What they trying to tell us? What they trying to let us know about? What we getting into? What it do? What's this trying to say? But we need to be talking about that money is what we need to be talking about, baby. We need to be talking about that because we need to get that out the way. Quick. But there is a reason why there's something not right about this money. Because if there was something right about it, we would have been had it. So there's something not right about it. And that's the reason why the ancestors are like, no, they're not with it. So something needs to be revealed, something needs to be discussed, something. Because something ain't right. Oh, Dirty Money. Yeah. Was that the name of the group? Yo, that's crazy that I just said that. And that was the name of his group, wasn't it? Dirty Money. I could have sworn that was the name of his group. Diddy has a lot to do with this. He just represents the entertainment industry. He is like a figurehead for the entertainment industry. That's why the entertainment industry has stopped. Yeah, I don't feel like I feel like he's gonna walk too. I don't know why. I feel like that. Right now I do. We'll see, because it ain't over. The case ain't over yet. There's more to come out, but they haven't really been, this case ain't what I thought. They ain't been bringing it. The final release, Aquarius, you're smart as hell. Yeah, exactly. I was thinking along them same lines. Exactly. Everybody getting released from jail. But see, this is the thing. Don't take it personal. That's what I'm saying. Don't take it personal. It's all like a play, you know? It's all symbolic. That's it. It's just symbolic. Yes, peep game. Okay, so his album was called, his group was called Dirty Money. So again, like I've been saying on my Patreon, I said the money's changing, the money's changing. I keep talking about the money, how the money is changing. So then it has something to do with the prison system. And then the prison system makes a lot of money off of people being in jail. They're getting rich off of you being in jail. Is that how they're staying rich? Keeping people locked up, keeping people imprisoned, debt bondage, debt slave. Hello. Debt bonds. A bond. You have a bonds salesman. They have savings bonds. The stock market. Trading on the stock market. There's a connection here. Okay. Yeah, Eric, billionaires. Exactly. Because, like, we're in the year of the Jubilee. We're supposed to be receiving back our estates. They got our royal estates. Dr. York, the House of York. What the hell going on? Okay. This is deeper than what it seems on the surface, y'all. This is not no surface level stuff. And this go way back to the beginning of time. I know the James Bond movie. Did anybody see it? Right. And the arresting of black males on top of that. Black males in particular. Because we know that the prison system is truly a representation, a re-representation of the womb. Okay? And babies are in the womb. So, yeah, this is like way deeper than surface level. Getting released, giving birth, the matrix. How you ain't seen Sinners? Girl, as much as everybody was talking about Sinners and you ain't seen the Attuned Chaos. Right, Eric. The money is connected to the under. How many times I've been saying that? How many times I said it, y'all? Taurus and Scorpio go hand in hand. If you think you're going to get the money without the Scorpio, you are mistaken. Is that why in the Diddy trial, they're talking about all this stuff that she was doing to get paid? She got $30 million. And now we're seeing what she had to do for that $30 million. So what are they trying to explain to you all? That none of this money is free. You guys are thinking these people just living these rich lifestyles and they're not compromising themselves in order to live that life, in order to have that money. You think they're just getting free money? Nobody gets free money in this world. You have to do something, Scorpio, to get that money. The way that the laws work in this world, the way it is right now, you got to do something funny for a little bit of money. It's just the way that it works. You got to give up something on the Scorpio end, whether that's your arm or your mouth or your soul. You have to give up something of the Scorpio spectrum. Okay? So you should be happy that you're not rich in that capacity, because that means you still got your soul intact. That's what that means. If you ain't rich, that's what that means. Look at what homegirl had to go through to get 30 million. I mean, yes, 30 million is a lot of money, but you can't even enjoy that money because your soul is corrupted. She said she wanted to go run out in traffic. It was so bad. She's with her husband, her kids, everything that you thought would make you satisfied in life, and she still wanted to end it all. Because once you give up that side of you, that internal sacred space, you can't ever get that back. No amount of money can ever replace that. So you got all this money and you can't enjoy it. You get it? So it's not worth it. It's not worth it. What did they say? Was it worth to gain the world but lose your soul? It's not worth it, y'all. Okay? So we don't need to be looking at this stuff and this money and all this and being jealous of what they have and none of that, because trust me, it's not better. It's not. It's pure torture every day of their life. They doing something real strange for a piece of change. I'm talking about real strange, because when I heard about the golden shower stuff, that's when it was done for me. No, I'm sorry. Could never be me. Oh, I know. Okay, Aquarius. I was thinking about Chiron and Taurus. I've been thinking about that because we're getting near Chiron. We're getting near it because Chiron currently is at 25 degrees Aries. So we're almost done with this Chiron and Aries stuff, which actually a lot of Chiron and Aries is the reason why we haven't been fighting back too. Like that's another reason why we haven't been fighting back. So, with Chiron being in Aries, yeah, it's made it so that we haven't been fighting back. But when Chiron goes into Taurus, what do you think that's going to be? You think that's going to affect the rich, the quote unquote rich, because they're really not rich, but the pseudo rich. You think it's going to affect them in a negative way? Yes, the first shall be last and the last shall be first. Stability issues. And a lot of, these old Hollywood stars, they have Chiron and Taurus, like the majority of them do. So that's the manifestation of doing something strange for a piece of change. Chiron and Taurus, when you're born with that in your chart, because it's a wounded sense of self-value and self-worth, but like a deep wound, because Beyonce has Chiron and Taurus. Strange for a piece of change. Oh, holding on to what's dead. And that is her energy too. Yeah, because she just won't give it up. Yeah, we're ready for Jupiter and Cancer. Let the family reunite again, baby. We ready for the family, for the bloodline. Eric, do you have Chiron and Taurus? You doing something strange for a piece of change, Eric? Let us know. Because we know if you got that Chiron and Taurus, you're compromised. And you know, Diddy has Saturn in Taurus. Diddy has Saturn in Taurus, child. So he's the initiator. He is the initiator of doing something strange for a piece of change. Saturn in Taurus. And Hove has Saturn in Taurus. They both have Saturn in Taurus. They are the masterminds behind doing something strange for a piece of change. And getting all the Taurus girlies to bow down to them. Because Cassie has a moon in Taurus. So getting all the Taurus girls, dangling that shiny lifestyle in their face, glitz and glamour. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Get their ass right where they want them with that Saturn and Taurus, baby. And he ain't never letting go with that Saturn and Taurus. When he tell you, you ain't never going to be free from me, he mean that shit. Saturn and Taurus, baby. I don't think I would get with the Saturn and Taurus, man. Like, baby, no, honey. I already been with a Saturn and Scorpio, baby. And let me tell you. Woo! Let me tell you. They are the creators of the freak offs. Yo, what is going on? Okay, let me look up. Okay, let me look up her chart real quick because I want to see. Does she have Chiron and Taurus too? Oh, she has Chiron and Gemini. But she has Moon in Taurus. And yeah, Libra, Virgo. What's up with the Virgo chicks though? Virgos, y'all be in some compromising positions. What's going on? I have never dated a Saturn in Taurus. I've never dated a Saturn in Taurus, but I've dated a Saturn Scorpio child. Let me tell ya. Oh Lord. The fixed Saturn signs, baby. They ass is crazy. They are crazy. And they ain't never coming up off of you. Let me tell you. Never coming up off of you, baby. Oh, yours is in Leo, Eric. Okay. Cool. Oh, Diddy. Okay, he has several transits square his planet. Let's look up his chart. I ain't even looked at Diddler's chart recently. Well, okay, so it's Uranus conjunct his Saturn because Uranus is more powerful than Saturn. That's why. Uranus is more powerful than Saturn. But his Saturn's in the beginning of Taurus, though. Diddler's Saturn's in the beginning of Taurus. He has Jupiter in Libra. Oh, damn. He got Mars 29 degrees Cap. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that right there is the Punisher energy. Mars 29 degrees Capricorn, that's the Punisher. Venus at 22 Libra. Moon in Virgo. Sun in Scorpio, obviously. Uranus in Libra. Neptune in Scorpio, late degree. So he's hella psychic. Pluto, late degree Virgo. And South Node in Virgo. So he's Virgo as hell. Chiron at 3 degrees Aries. Yeah, so he was having his Chiron return. He has a feminine chart. Diddy has a feminine chart. All his stuff is feminine. Unless he has, like, I don't know what his ascendant is, but yeah, he has Venus square Mars. That explains the abuse. Where has he got Pluto at? Because I know he got Pluto somewhere. Look, Mars trine Pluto, baby. I know. Mars trine Pluto in Capricorn on top of that. Sun opposite Saturn, parental issues. Venus conjunct Jupiter, that's the good life, that's the luxury life. Because why was Armand, do you guys watch Armand Wiggins? His commentary about the case is hilarious. You guys have to go watch it, but it's really outlandish. And he was talking about this isn't just like regular, he's like, this is luxury abuse. He was calling it luxury abuse. That's the Venus conjunct Jupiter and square Mars, luxury abuse. Or abuse within luxury. Abuse disguised as luxury. Mars square Saturn, there it go right there, parental issues. That's why he was abusive. Parental issues. Mars square Saturn and Sun opposite Saturn. Parental issues. It's either his mother or his father that he hates. One of the two. He hates his mother or his father or both. Child, luxury abuse, when he said that, but it's the way he said it though. He said it like way more entertaining than how I said it. But everybody was just like, I know you did not just call this luxury abuse. He's like, this isn't just regular abuse. This is like luxury abuse. Oh yeah, Saturn and Taurus. Yeah. Oh, they have 8th house Aquarius. So what do you think that means? 8th house Aquarius. Yeah, so, but he has South Node in Virgo. That's kind of weird. But that would explain why he was so meticulous about like how she looked, how she wore her nails, how she wore her hair. It's the Virgo Libra combo. Like he wanted his woman to look perfect. Pluto's, oh yeah, 94 Keisha. Transit Pluto is square his Saturn right now. So that's his money. Yeah, Saturn and Taurus that's that long money. Okay. You got money for a long time, love me long time. But not anymore. Not anymore. Not with Uranus and Taurus and Pluto and Aquarius. They don't love me long time now. Because yes, Pluto is also more powerful than Saturn. So yeah, Pluto and Aquarius tearing his ass up right now. Tearing it up. Because he was on top financially for a very long time. Saturn and Taurus, a very long time. Plus his Saturn is retrograde, which makes it even more hidden, which is more protection. Yeah. Mm-mm. But Cass, she has Mars in Capricorn too. So I'm sure she was like hitting him and beating his ass too. I'm sure she was with Mars and Capricorn. Because like Mars and Capricorn, that's like a master controller right there. I don't care how innocent she tries to look. Because she's a king in cardology. So I know kings and how kings act. Female or male. Like kings are controlling. So don't let that little Virgo innocence fool y'all. Y'all be letting that Virgo innocence fool y'all. Like, no, baby. You got to check the whole chart, whole thing to see who a person really is. Y'all be letting that Virgo and that Cancer fool you. You guys be letting both of that Virgo and that Cancer fool you with the innocence. With the innocence and the soft voice and, oh, I wouldn't hurt a fly. Go check that chart out. Then come back and talk to me. Go check that cardology and then come back and talk to me. And Pisces, ooh, definitely Pisces. Woo, how did I forget Pisces? Pisces number one, even over Virgo and Cancer. Woo, Ooh, Pisces. Yes. The innocent role. Pluto conjunct Saturn. I feel like that's power structure energy. So that's Pluto. Pluto empowers things. So when it's in a conjunction, it's empowering the other planet. So Pluto conjunct Saturn is going to be empowering the power structures in your life. But it's going to be breaking you out of a lot of your old toxic patterns that you are used to operating within, because that's Saturn. Saturn is something that you've been doing for a very long time. And it's beyond a comfort zone. It's like it crystallizes, because Saturn rules crystallization. So it's a certain behavior pattern or something that you do or something that you think, depending upon what sign it's in. Something that you do, something that you think, and it becomes ingrained. You know how they talk about things become ingrained in you? That's Saturn. So with Pluto conjunct Saturn, it can be very painful because Pluto is trying to transform you out of those deep ingrained patterns that have been crystallized in you for 20 plus years, because Saturn rules time. So for 20 plus years, you've been doing this same behavior. And now Pluto has to come and slowly transform you, because that's the thing about Pluto too. It's painstaking. So slowly transform you out of those patterns. Exactly. The true masterminds. Yep. Oh, hell no, not Pisces with Pluto in the first. Oh, Lord. No, I had you going for 3 years. Not had you going for 3 years. Yes, Pluto is a slow burn. Yep. It's gonna take a long time to reprogram. And y'all just know this Pluto in Aquarius, we just getting started, baby. We're only 3 degrees in, and look at what we got going on, y'all. 3 degrees in, baby, and the world is already in flames. So can you guys imagine when Pluto reaches 10 degrees Aquarius? There ain't gonna be no more world. Like, Pluto Aquarius ain't playing, baby. That's Pluto and Uranus together. So yeah, nothing that's inauthentic can remain, even in Saturn's world, right? Because Saturn's been on top. How long Saturn been ruling shit? For a long time. But Saturn can't even withstand Pluto and Uranus together, double teaming you. Nah, hell no. Nah, it's over for Saturn, big boy. It's over with. And I feel like that Saturn in Taurus really represents like the whole structure of like what's been going on with the money, keeping the money back from us, the dirty money, holding it all in the bank, not giving it up, wanting people to do things strange for a piece of change. All that stuff is that Saturn in Taurus. So that's another reason why he's on trial. It's just a representation. Look at his astrology transit. Yo, what is Pluto in the seventh about? Because I have that for a solar return and I'm nervous. Dang, he's going to be in his second solar return. I mean, not solar return, Saturn return. Ooh, and I heard the second one is worse than the first one. The second one is worse because you should have been new by this time. The first Saturn return is like, okay, this is your first Saturn return, so you kind of don't know no better. But when you get to your second Saturn return and you still don't have your ish together, oh, Saturn's coming for that, ain't ya? Yo, I know Saturn and Capricorn. I was reminiscent about how good Saturn and Capricorn was to me. Like, it was amazing. Like, Saturn and Capricorn is very strong. But then that's also when, you know, the whole pandemic was going on and stuff like that. Yeah, I have Venus in the 8th house already. So I'm hoping because I have Venus in the 8th, I'm a little bit attuned to like that energy. But I know Pluto in the 7th is more intense than Venus in the 8th. So, child, I don't know. But then Pluto's in Aquarius. So it's like, that's weird. Pluto and Aquarius in the 7th. That's weird. Does it have something to do with like the internet, maybe? My relationship with the internet. Maybe I'll be live a lot more with you guys. Maybe that's what it means. I know I hope not. I really hope not. But I don't know, when you say virus, I think about computer virus. I don't know why. In Aquarius, I think computer virus. I think in Capricorn, it manifests as physical, right? Because Capricorn is physical. But in Aquarius, I feel like it's, if we are going to have another virus, it'll manifest as like a computer virus. Like, you know, because we're like in this bot world now where people are bots and stuff like that. So it's like a program, a corrupted program file that needs to be deleted. That's why they were calling it the deletes instead of the elites, the deletes. Like, it's like a program. We're in like a program now, you guys. This is not the same world we were in previously. This is like a computer program, software engineered reality. Okay, so it's different. Yup, we've been had our Saturn return, baby. Yup. I recovered pretty quickly from mine. It took me maybe a year to recover from mine, and then I had this big ass blow up after my Saturn return. So that's the thing about Saturn. Saturn is not all doom and gloom. Saturn actually prepares you for the glow up. So that's all that Saturn pretty much is preparation for the glow up, but it puts you through, it's like boot camp. Not really charm school unless you have Saturn and Libra, but it's kind of like it's preparing you for what you say you want. But basically it's like coming in and it's like, oh, this is messed up, this is messed up. You got to do this, 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 and that if you want this. And you have to do it now. Like, you can't wait. There's no more putting it off. You have to do it right now. And so you get forced to do the work. And you have to do it all within a short period. You have to do it all within a 2.5 year period. You have to get all that work done to prepare you for what you want. But it does bring you what you want. It really does. Yeah, we need to get back to spiritual Eric. Not in it. Not in it. Y'all are really getting me. Not in it. Attuned chaos. Y'all don't really want me to start talking about what I know about the Britons and all of that. We're gonna get into the royalty on this channel because my business is called Queens of Thrones. But I was waiting for the right time to introduce that to you guys. Because once we get into the royal court stuff and we really start getting into it, y'all, this is what's going to blow the lid off like the whole entire world. So we got to ease our way into it. But it does have to deal with the Britons and the Anglo-Saxons and the Irish and all of that, because that is the nucleus of like our royal stuff that we got going on. Yeah, the money too. The money. That's why they were talking about the Magna Carta, honey. Go read the Magna Carta and the Doomsday Book. Oh yeah, you guys didn't know that there's a Doomsday Book? Go read the Doomsday Book and the Magna Carta, baby. Once you start getting to the UK and you start getting into England and stuff like that, that's when you start getting into the real shit. Like that's where the power is really being distributed from. Okay, but that has to deal with us and our background and all that other stuff that's been hidden from us temporarily. Okay. So we'll be talking about it because it's almost that time. Almost. It's almost that time that we discuss how we gonna get this back rolling again, okay? Yeah, you got to protect your information online with Pluto and Aquarius, you guys. Protect your identity. Remember that Aquarius opposes Leo. You got to protect your likeness and your identity, okay? Make sure, change your passwords. You log in, your social media, change them every 3 months. Clear out your email accounts. Clear out your old emails. Get all the bots out of your emails, okay? Your website, all of that. Clear all of that stuff out because it's a different energy. Yes, people are hacking people's lives. Yes. Oh, yeah, we should have tea time, Eric. Okay, yeah. When we do talk about it, I will have my tea and crumpets. Because we are going to be going back in time to an old time where we will discuss what happened on different timelines. Since we are in an Aquarian era and all the timelines are opened up now. So now that all the timelines are opened up, we're going to have to grab our tea and crumpets and talk about a time renowned of old. Okay? So I was just thinking about how she said, in it, you suffer more internet scams since Dusty Pluto and Aquarius. Why are you calling Pluto and Aquarius Dusty? I'm screaming. Yo, Pluto and Aquarius is on a mission to just F up everybody's life. How is Pluto and Scorpio doing? Pluto and Scorpio generation. How, like, chime in. How are y'all doing? Because you know this is our Pluto square right now. But see, most of y'all ain't in it right now because you guys don't have early degree Pluto and Scorpio. You guys got like mid degree, late degree. Some of y'all don't even have Pluto and Scorpio. But Pluto and Scorpio, it's a Pluto square. So it's like our old way of transforming. We got to transform in this Aquarian way now, which is basically through detachment. So transformation via detachment. Okay, that is pretty much what we got to do. So the transformation is no longer about being intensely involved and using all of your willpower and your strength to change the situation. Now the transformation is a lot lighter. It's a lot softer, but it's of a higher vibration. So how we transform now is by lightening up our frequency, lightening up the load, letting go, detaching. That's how we transform. So it really is the exact opposite of Pluto and Scorpio. And I feel like that's why Pluto and Scorpio like struggles with it. Because Pluto and Scorpio is used to getting the job done, okay? Like we don't play. When something needs to be done, we go in full force with our willpower and we get it done, right? That's how we're used to pushing through all obstacles in our way, which is not wrong because Pluto's at home in Scorpio. Right? Pluto's actually out of place in Aquarius. Like Pluto don't like being in Aquarius. Like it's uncomfortable as hell for me. Yes, for me. It's uncomfortable. Like, so, and especially the detachment part, right? Since Scorpio's like this intensity and being deeply emotionally enriched and involved, right? So you got to be the exact opposite. And you got to not care at all. You got to not care what people think about you, not care how you look. You got to come online. You got to go live. Even if you don't feel like going live, you got to go live. You just got to detach and show up. Detach and show up, okay? And that is what is going to bring the transformation into your life. Okay. All my life I had to fight. Y'all be cracking me the hell up. 7 degrees. It's been intense. I'm feeling it, but it's not raggedy as I thought. Oh Lord, you got your Saturn return in Aries. You're Pluto in Scorpio generation with Saturn in Aries. Oh, do you think there will be another Michael Jackson? No, I don't. I think Michael Jackson is a very good representation of Aquarius energy. Like the reason why people say nobody can compare to him is because of his uniqueness. Like he's a very unique individual. So no, that's like nobody will ever be like him because of his uniqueness. Not necessarily because of his talent level, but because of how different that he was. Like he was his own energy signature vibration. And you just can't copy that because it's like you would have to go through his life experiences and everything that he's been through up into his adult life in order to be like him. So like nobody can be like him because his life experiences were different and just who he was as a soul was different. So yeah, no. Because people were trying to say Chris Brown, but I think Chris Brown is like a totally different vibe from Michael Jackson. I wouldn't even compare Chris Brown with Michael Jackson. They're just completely different vibes altogether. Now, Kanye West in his prime and the stuff that Kanye was doing, like the movies and videos and the long videos he was making and like all, I feel like he came close to the unique creativity that Michael Jackson had, but he still wasn't on the same level as Michael. But Kanye in his prime with the uniqueness came very close. He came close because Kanye's energy was very unique. He did a lot of stuff that nobody ever did before, like on the beats with the music, all that stuff was very different. He brought a different vibration out. And he wasn't copying anybody. I mean, I know he had the old school beats, but his stuff was really unique too. But Kanye is Kanye. Like I would never compare Kanye with Michael because he's a totally different vibe, you know. And I don't know why people like have an obsession with comparing people. It's like, why can't people just stand out on their own and just be them? Like I wouldn't want nobody saying there's another True B. Because it's like, no, nobody can be True B. You know, like there may be people that remind you of me and stuff like that, but I don't think no one could copy exactly like who I am or what I do. Yeah, he went through a lot. I know Kanye. They probably saw that Kanye was going down the same path as having like a similar impact to MJ, and that's why he was compromised. They had to put a stop to that because he was making a big impact. Yeah, you blame media. Yeah. Wait, what happened at the SZA concert with JB? What happened? I got beef with her because she said that she hates cancers and she doesn't like cancers. And I did take it personal. And I don't like her now. Because what are you talking about? You hate a whole zodiac sign because some man cheated on you? Like, baby, that ain't got nothing to do with the rest of us. It's just rude. It's very rude. And yeah, I'm petty. Eric, what are you talking about? He was getting a taste of some. What? But clearly his parents, you know what I feel about that? I feel like his parents pushed him into that life. Like you have to, if you're that young, if you're 15 years old and you're getting pushed into you're in the industry, clearly your parents had to be okay with that. Also, I didn't show you guys the moss agate. This is another one of my favorite stones for grounding. So for those of you that need grounding, and see there's one that's darker and you can't really see it, but there's literally, it looks like trees. Like the way especially this one. I'm gonna post some pictures, y'all. On the, you know, where you can put post on YouTube, I'm gonna post like some clear pictures so you guys can really see the inclusions, because it's all about the inclusions. But yeah, this is moss agate. This is an earth energy. So those of you that need grounding, you lack earth energy in your chart, you need some moss agate. Now, pros and cons. Pros is that this is very magnetic. This also attracts a lot of people to you, like, because that's what made me know too that the earth really is a magnetic being. Because when I wear my moss agate, I be attracting all types of people. It's good for attracting customers though. So if you put this on, honey, with the citrine, baby, that 1-2, baby, you gonna get it, baby. You gonna get it. Let me put it on right now. As a matter of fact, you gonna get to it, baby. And so it does attract a lot of people, but it slows down your vibe. It slows down the frequency of which your life moves. Yes, honey, it's that in depth. Because I'll be driving and I'll have my moss agate on and traffic will just be built the hell up. It'll be moving slow as hell. Then I'll take it off and all of a sudden I'm going again. Like traffic just speeds up when I take it off. When I tell you guys, baby, crystals are magical. You guys don't understand. Like it really does interact with the force field. This is 10 mm. So it grounds you, but then it also slows you down. So you gotta, if you were like driving somewhere, you gotta be somewhere in a rush, don't wear a moss agate. Wear it when like you need to ground and you need to come up with an idea on how to materialize something. Now that, even if you pair this, honey, with the fluorite, baby, the fluorite and the moss agate, that's gonna help you come up with your business plans. Okay, that's gonna help you come up with your business. 11 mm. Okay, you got to learn how to work these crystals, you guys. You got to learn how to work it. Work it and twerk it. Okay. Work it and twerk it. Yeah, you guys got to work it and twerk it, okay? All right, so yeah, if you're like somebody that is like, don't like slow energy, then don't wear the moss agate. Wear it like when you're at home and like you need to focus and you're working on something. If you're working on something, like you're on the computer or working on a website, it'll give you the patience to get through it, because you know how we be impatient. We can't focus. So you get it? Oh my gosh, y'all, here we go. I'm in a group chat, a couple of group chats. So yeah, y'all, so just FYI, okay, for the future with the moss agate. Or put your moss agate on with the fire quartz, because fire quartz is gonna heat it up, baby. Fire quartz gonna heat up that moss agate. It's gonna say, baby, let's go, let's get it immediately. I'm gonna take a picture of mine. Now, this is a chunky wrist right here. Now this is chunky. They be talking about a Rolly. You know how they be talking about Rolexes? This is a real Rolly. You start shaking them crystals, you start rolling them crystals, that's what you call a Rolex right there, baby. They lied to y'all. Got y'all paying $100K for a watch. Like what? No. They done played everybody. You guys just come to Truebrilliance Jewelers. I'll get you set up for a fraction of the cost. Bye, Eric. Have a good night, sweetie. Oh, thank you. Okay, Eric. Have a good night. And y'all, I'm gonna have a good night too, because y'all had me on here for a long time. Okay. Let's see, it's almost been 2 hours. So I'm gonna get like Eric, y'all. I gotta go too, because I ain't ate. I gotta eat, I gotta cook something. So yeah, y'all. Good night. I know it was so good reconnecting today. I had a great time on live with y'all. 2 hours. So if you came late, just rewind back to being. We talked about a little bit of everything. The beginning of the video was crystal work. We talked about the crystals. I gave everybody the lowdown on what crystals they need to use and for what. So everybody's in the know now. We talked about pop culture, what's going on, let us free. We talked about the Jubilee. We talked about a lot of stuff tonight. So we covered a lot. Okay, y'all. So, yeah, hit me up and we're going to be talking again because you guys know when Jupiter goes into Cancer, you know I'm popping out for sure then. You know I'm popping out with Jupiter in Cancer for sure. I want to see all the baddies hit the flow. When Jupiter goes into Cancer, I want to see all the baddies. All the baddies, okay? Because Divine Feminine's going to be back on, we're going to be back on our shit when Jupiter goes into Cancer, okay? All right, y'all. So